وجعلتها خيرا من 1000 شهر فيا ذا المن ولا يمن علي من علي بفكاك رقبتي من النار في من تمن علي وأدخلني الجنة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
The month of Ramadan has commenced, and Imam Hussein TV is committed to providing its cherished viewers with a diverse array of high-quality educational content broadcasts from the sacred land of Karbala. Among our broadcasts from this holy land is the live recitation of Quran directly from the holy shrine of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, offering your home a beautiful ambience of spirituality from Mulla Fadhil Abbas alayhi salam, the original turba or khaki shifa, and a piece of marble from the holy shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi. The silver package includes all items in the bronze package along with from around the holy dariha of Abu Fadhil Abbas salawatullah alayhi. The golden package all items from the silver package plus a holy flag of Imam Hussein alayhi salam blessed on the holy dome and dariha of Imam. Preferred package and sponsor the broadcast of Imam Hussein TV, kindly contact our Karbala office via WhatsApp using the number displayed on your screen.
السلام عليكم. أنا اسمي حمود، أبويا ميت بشر وأنا أريد فلوس ومعاي
لا تبكي.
اليوم مرات واحد يفتح لي الباب ما بي فجأة ما بي، أنا أبوي كسر ظهري لسه غصته بقلبي. بعد يومين وصل بي من السرطان توفت. يعني يرجع هنا يعني يشتري لنا هدوم بالعيد، يعني هدومنا مال ذيك السنة.
لا غسالة لا جيزر، كل شيء ما عندي. هاي الرطوبة وهاي الطينة كل شيء ما عندي، واليوم طحينة ما عندي. اليوم 10 طحين ما عندي شاهد الله شهادة.
هاي محروقة ولا الكهرباء، ما عندي كهرباء، ما أخذت من الجواري، ما عندي كهرباء، ويومي يهدد بي راح يقطعها هذه.
غسالة ما عندي، جاب لي واحدة غسالة طلعت عاطلة، التلفزيون مالتهم عاطل، الحمام ما عندهم يغسلون به، ما عندي كل شيء، أنا حايرة بيهم والله العظيم.
شنو تحاجي؟ شنو تودي له رسالة؟ شنو تسولف وياه؟
بس أريد يجي.
بس تريده يجي؟
For those of you who are watching, whatever you can give, you know, whether it's £50, £20, £10, £5, whatever you can give, please give to help people like this so that they can improve, they can become more healthy and they can be more motivated to go and, you know, achieve greater things.
Generosity doesn't need an audience, it just needs a heart willing to make a difference in silence. Donate now.
السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوصيين السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة
May your heart be at ease, O servant of mine. I am your Mulla al-Hussein. I am the stranger of Karbala, and you are a stranger in these moments. Whoever visits my resting place, I visit, and if they were put in hellfire, my intercession would spare. Did you not visit me after every salah? Did you not cry for me and wail for me? Did you not call out, Labbayka ya Hussein? Oh Allah, I beseech you in the name of Fatima and her broken ribs.
Let the light of Ziyara Ashura bring tranquility to your deceased. By contributing to the Husseini message, a recitation of Ziyara Ashura will be in the name of your loved ones who have passed on. Let their names be in the grave of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. One final time.
Assalamu alaikum. Dear viewers of Imam Hussein TV, without your support, this channel would never be a success. Many of you have benefited from what is really a university of knowledge, lectures, programs, and of course the Shia voice. The coverage that one receives in the holy month of Muharram and Safar, of course, from the land of Karbala is witnessed by millions around the world and is vital in the upbringing of our children and the health of our households and our communities. We need your with your support. There could be more documentaries. With your support, there could be more programs. With your support, Shia Voice may come to your community. But continue this without your generous donations. In this holy month of Ramadan, a month of charity, a month of giving, a month of generosity, come together. Join us on Imam Hussein TV. Donate as you always have done, so we may continue to provide programs which serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and of course the holy household.
Since the start of creation of mankind, there has been a problem that has risen, that of racism.
And therefore what differentiates human being is their level of awareness of God in their life.
Racism arises from ego and arrogance, and it all started with Satan.
Islam wants us to have healthy relationship, healthy social interaction. I Can't Breathe is now a way of actually experiencing. And what would it be like to be choked? What would it be like to be not to be able to breathe?
The death of George Floyd sparked protests in cities across the US and many parts of the world.
It's just another murder that's been caught on film, but millions of people are murdered for their race everywhere around the world.
When all lives are valued equally, then all lives will matter.
Forms of racial prejudice is
مصطفى محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. Distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, viewers at home, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You may be wondering why we're not in our usual set. We live in London, Sayyid Yunus. We live in London, dear sisters. It is close to springtime, meaning that there is a lot of rain. And in the place that we were in, there was a canopy. I don't know what you call it at the top. Yeah, it's a canopy. The rain is very, very loud, and so therefore we weren't able to complete the program there. However, we're in a more than at the moment in time.
Place, I would say.
Huh?
A
much warmer place. Yeah, much warmer place. That's why the
God.
jacket is off now, and we're both in Adishadish, so it's absolutely fine. Now, good morning. Ramadan Morning Baraka Suhoor special, exclusively live on Imam Hussein TV 3. We have just entered into the 17th of Ramadan, meaning the nights of power, the nights of destiny of Imam Ali alayhi salam are getting closer.
Yes, the hearts of every believing man and woman turns towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the nights of service and devotion to the Lord or the Almighty. However, if this is the first time you are tuning in into Morning Baraka Suhoor special, then firstly, welcome. And secondly, Morning Baraka Suhoor special is aimed at the viewer the opportunity to sit down and reflect upon the last hours of the available time for you to replenish and eat a final meal before starting a new day of fasting. Thank you subhanahu wa ta'ala for this opportunity.
Fantastic. So, Sayyid Yunus, we are not quite on the days of Qadr yet,
yes,
or the days or the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam, but nonetheless today is geared towards helping you connect and prepare yourselves for the powerful nights ahead. So here's what's coming up on today's show. Imam Hussein, name of Imam al-Hassan alayhi salam. So after the break, we reveal who is the winner of an amazing necklace embroidered with the name of Imam Ali alayhi salam.
Straight after that, I give you an insight into Imam Ali in the Holy Quran, a selection of beautiful verses related to the command of the faithful Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam.
And on the hour, we're joined by Zakira Shairoz Ja'far Dala, who will be preparing us for the nights of Qadr and linking these powerful nights with Imam Ali alayhi salam. So there you have it. Our last show before the nights of Qadr is preparing you for just that. Imam Ali alayhi salam in the Quran with Zakira Shairoz discussing the link between the nights of Qadr and Imam Ali, as well as the IHC giveaway and of course Ramadan daily dua. We are live. And I should also mention that we're not only live on the Imam Hussein TV, I do actually have to go live with Imam Hussein Charity on the Instagram.
Okay.
That's because the giveaway is for the Instagram followers. Because firstly, Imam Hussein Charity is a well-established charity headquartered here in London. It aims to facilitate the empowerment of the deprived and underprivileged youth through various development programs which they initiate and support in Iraq, Afghanistan and Pakistan, among others.
They aim to empower the people from the very grassroots, to nurture them and equip them to allow them to become the future leaders who will lead the country towards political, economic, social and religious prosperity.
Now very recently they had a special fundraising show celebrating the life of Imam Hassan alayhi salam, and in that show there was a giveaway. The opportunity was also presented to Instagram users. Those of you that are online, Instagram users, there was a post that you had to comment, like and share to have a chance at winning the competition and owning a fantastic necklace in honor of Imam Ali alayhi salam. So, as I mentioned, we are going live on both Imam Hussein TV as well as Imam Hussein Charity because we're here to reveal the winner of the Instagram giveaway. I, alhamdulillah, do have the results of that. It's right here. We've already done, it was approximately 143 comments and likes and shares. But we're actually on Instagram saying, how can I donate? Go to imamhusseincharity.com, or you can download the Sadaqah app. You can download the Sadaqah app and you can make a donation. They do have a fundraising show throughout, sorry I'm speaking to this, but I'm supposed to be speaking here, throughout the nights of Qadr and the nights of the remembrance of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib. Now without further ado, I'm going to announce the winner of the giveaway, and after we've done the random pick, the winner of the necklace, the giveaway, inshallah we'll show you a picture of it later on in the show, but the winner is at lubaba.zahir03. That's lubaba.zahir03. You are now the recipient and the proud owner of a necklace, a black necklace with the name of Imam Ali alayhi salam on the pendant attached to the necklace. Amazing. So congratulations to you, and that's from me on the Instagram. Wassalamu alaikum, and inshallah we'll see you soon. Thank you very, very much. And on the YouTube, we're going to carry on, because what's going to happen now, Sayyid Yunus, is that Imam Ali alayhi salam, as we know, is a central figure in Islamic history who holds a significant place within the Quran, albeit not by name. While the Quran does not explicitly mention Imam Ali, many Muslims interpret certain verses and narratives as alluding to his virtues, wisdom, and close relationship with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, Sayyid Yunus Usaidmi has been researching the virtues and merits of the commander of the faithful, Imam Ali alayhi salam, in the Quran. And in this particular segment, we're going to look at some of these verses. So, Sayyidina, first tell me about this particular book that you've been researching.
Usually,
whilst I pour some chai.
Yeah, I think most Muslims out there, Shia or any other school of thoughts, they usually try to finish the Quran during the holy month of Ramadan. That's either by reading juz a day, 5 pages with every salah. That depends on for the whole thing.
Okay.
This year, usually sometimes due to work and stuff, I don't really end up finishing it during the holy month of Ramadan.
Okay.
It takes probably sometimes 2 months due to work and other places.
Okay.
It takes a
so
bit
when you
slightly
start,
longer.
you commit to finishing it, even though it takes you after Ramadan?
Even if it takes after Ramadan, you've tried to commit to finishing it.
Okay, interesting.
This year, however, although the fadha'il of reciting the Quran from cover to cover, even not understanding it fully, however, just reciting it from Sayyid Fadhil Husseini the other day, we spoke to him, just reciting it is enough barakah for the person that's reciting it, and barakah for the household as well. This year, however, I came to a different approach. I was like, okay, the same recitations that we're going to recite, or the surah that I'm going to recite every single year, let me read the tafsir of it instead of actually reading the Quran. I know it's a bit different approach. Some people might, find it as a bit different. However, I thought something might resonate within me that will make me closer to, number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, number two, the Ahlul Bayt. Let's try something different this year.
Fine.
It's God knows if we're going to live till next year or not, but let's try something else this year. So this year, before Ramadan, I came to a conclusion, not a conclusion, but it was a small period. I started to listen to old lectures, or re-listen to old lectures. One of them was by the late Shaheed Muhammad Rada Shirazi, rahmatullahi alayhi. And it was a lot about Sahib al-Zaman, the Quran, Amir al-Mu'mineen, the Quran. And subhanAllah, his younger brother, who is the current marja' right now, Sayyid Sadr Hussein Shirazi, he has a book, which is right in front of me right here. That the name of it really intrigued me before Ramadan. I was like, okay, I'm going to read how much I can of it during the holy month and see what I understand from it. Because number one, I'm not a person that's, how do you describe it? Knowledgeable enough to speak about the Quran. This is just from an outsider's perspective. That just reading through the, for the books and not reaching conclusions, because you can't have conclusions. Your own opinions, you can't have that. What the Quran, the Ahl Bayt says is what you take. And what is supposed to be the followers Ahl Bayt take as well. So you read and you understand and you take in what you can. And basically I read this title. I don't know if you can see it. Aliyun fil Quran.
Aliyun fil Quran.
Aliyun fil Quran. Very short title, very precise. And it's very digestible for a person that doesn't know much. That's quite a beginner in terms of tafsir, ahadith, stuff like that. It's very, very straight to the point. Goes from from the actual orders of the surah, from Surah Al-Fatiha to Surah Al-Ikhlas. And it goes through each one and it numbers the ayat that there is that's talking about Ali ibn Abi Talib.
I'm making notes, wallah.
Yes,
Yeah,
no,
just generally, yeah.
That's
Sorry,
right.
yeah, go on.
I remember as well, I think you remember as well, Sayyid Han al-Husseini the other day, he spoke about the Quran, the hadith from the Rasul, being 4 parts.
Okay.
A musnad hadith from the Rasul, that the Quran is 4 parts.
Yeah.
One is about Rasulullah and his predecessors in terms of the Anbiya. The second quarter, do you remember this?
Yes.
The second quarter is about Ahkamullah. The third quarter is about Shara'ullah and Halalullah, I think.
No, I think that there's 2 quarters, one about the Ahlul Bayt
Yes.
and one about the enemies of the
The
Ahlul
Ahlul
Bayt.
Bayt, yeah.
So they're both related to the Ahlul Bayt.
Both related
one
to
is
the Ahlul
about
Bayt.
laws.
Laws, and the other about the Prophet, I believe.
Yes.
So it comes to a total where a large chunk of the Quran is specifically about the Ahlul Bayt. I believe one of the stuff that I've read before, that around specifically in terms of the stories of Amir al-Mu'minin and the close companions of the 5 of the cloak can reach up to 300 ayat in the Quran.
MashaAllah.
Directly speaking about this.
Okay.
And this is in the Shia world and the Shia, that 300 ayat around that approximate, if I'm not mistaken, is about that. So today, through Alhamdulillah, I've been reading quite a lot of this during Ramadan because it's very easy to look down, and usually sometimes if it's something nice, I take notes.
Okay.
If it's something I want to remember for later on, for example, for this show, for other people to understand or take care, I would take notes down. So I thought, because the Al-Qadr is coming up,
the
Al-Qadr are quite, probably the most important nights of the year. The next year afterwards is all written from the Al-Qadr. It's all destined from these nights. The 3 main surah that they usually recite, you know them ba'ad. I think you do.
Dukhan, Rum and Ankabut.
Dukhan, Rum and Ankabut. I chose an ayah from Surah Al-Dukhan.
Okay.
Surah Al-Dukhan is in Surah, I believe Surah 54 I believe, and it's got 49 ayat. Oh sorry, no, Surah 49, 54 ayat.
Okay.
Surah Makkiyah.
So revealed whilst the Prophet was in Mecca.
Correct. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Just give me a moment. It's right here. So in Surah Al-Dukhan, specifically, there's nearly 8 ayat that is mentioned or is about the Fadhil of Amir al-Mu'minin.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about the book. It gives you the name of the ayah and it gives you how many ayat the story of Amir al-Mu'minin is mentioned in there.
So name of the chapter.
The name of the chapter, sorry. Name of the surah.
And how many verses are associated to Imam Ali alayhi salam?
Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi.
This is only Imam Ali.
Only Amir al-Mu'minin, this one. Only Amir from this book, only Amir al-Mu'minin. Okay. So there's 8. Out of the 8, because I thought, a lot of people are going to recite this during the night of Qadr, there's this one interesting story that really, really intrigued me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Apologies there. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I believe this is ayah 28 of Surah Al-Dukhan. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. كذلك أورثناها قوما آخرين. So the ayah specifically talks about, it's a long story. Most of this ayah is a warning for the kuffar.
Okay.
The surah, is a warning about the kuffar, and specifically to some bits with at the end of the surah is about Fir'aun and stuff like that. One of the كذلك أورثناها قوما آخرين روي أبا الحسن الفقيه. This is the Musnad. لما كان أمير المؤمنين سلام الله على شاطئ الفرات.
Okay.
It gives a story. That's the nice thing about this book. It gives stories of why this ayah is related to Amir al-Mu'minin, or where the ayah was revealed, or where this ayah came up later during the life of Amir al-Mu'minin.
Okay.
So it's not specifically directly into it, but anyway, how this ayah has been related to Amir al-Mu'minin somehow.
Yeah.
Either nuzila fi, where it came upon a specific occasion, or something that later on happened during the life of Amir al-Mu'minin that was linked back to this ayah.
Okay.
So the long musnad لما كان أمير المؤمنين سلام الله عليه على شاطئ الفرات نزع قميصه ودخل الماء.
Okay.
When Amir al-Mu'minin was taking a, what do you call, a dip or a bath?
Yeah.
Quick in the Euphrates River.
Okay.
He took off his shirt and he went inside the river to take the bath, or to bathe quickly in the water. فجاءت موجة أخذت القميص. He left his shirt on the bank and a wave came and took his shirt away.
Okay.
فخرج أمير المؤمنين سلام الله عليه فلم يجد القميص. After he finished bathing, he came out of the river and he saw that the shirt was gone because of the wave has taken the shirt. فاختم لذلك غما شديدا. So after he saw that his shirt was taken away, because it's an imam, you know, mashallah, it's a bit difficult situation. You go into the river, you leave your shirt, leave it as a normal person, regardless of an imam. Your shirt is taken away. You have to, you know, cover yourself.
Yeah.
فاغتم لذلك غما شديد. He became very sad of it. He became very, you know, not grieving, upset
yeah.
of it. فإذا بهاتف يهتف.
So there was a sound.
So there was a sound that says, يا أبا الحسن انظر عن يمينك وخذ ما ترى.
Subhanallah.
Ya Abul Hassan, oh father of Hassan,
yeah.
oh Abul Hassan, look to your right and take up what you see. فإذا بمنديل عن يمينه وفيه قميص مطوي. Onto his right, a folded, cleaned as an ironed shirt, a new shirt. فأخذه يلبسه فسقطت منه جيبة رقعة فيها مكتوب. He wore this shirt, and when he was unfolding and opened it, a piece of paper came out that fell off on the shore banks.
Okay.
Amir al-Mu'minin took it up and said, what was written? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hadiyya min Allah al-Aziz al-Hakim. Ila Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullahi alayhi. This is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Amir al-Mu'minin. هذا قميص هارون بن عمران. كذلك أورثناها قوما آخرين.
Okay, which has been inherited before
before them. You know, the tafsir of this ayah, كذلك أورثناها قوما آخرين. Apologies, I didn't translate this ayah, the translation of this ayah. كذلك أورثناها قوما آخرين. And so as if we have given from the inheritance other tribes or other people.
Yeah.
So in terms of this case of this story, the warith or the heir or the actual inheritance is from Harun bin Imran.
Yes.
And the people that are in heir is Ali ibn Abi Talib. The person that took in charge of this inheritance was Ali ibn Abi Talib. So this ayah not came down upon Ali ibn Abi Talib during the time of the nuzul of this ayah.
Yeah.
However, it got linked to him later on.
Yeah.
So after he was...
Someone in the comment asked, is the book is English or Arabic?
This book,
is the book
yes,
English or Arabic?
Yes, this book is in Arabic. I'm not sure if it's translated to English yet, but inshallah, hopefully it will be translated in English very soon, because it's generally, it's very easy, it's easily digestible for anyone to just pick up. For example, have a surah in mind, flick through it, see what's related to Amir al-Mu'minin. It's your imam, basically.
And it's just a page.
This is
page per ayah.
Yeah, page per ayah. In terms of the 8 pages that are in Surah Al-Dukhan, this is one of them.
Is there a takmila to this?
This takmila,
so
this is...
what else? After it says that there's a piece of paper that says...
Yes.
This is a gift basically from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Subhanahu wa ta'ala, that from Imran, Harun ibn Imran, and this is for you now. And he licked the ayah.
And he licked the ayah. كذلك أورثناها قوما
آخرين. So the qawm al-akhirin is Ali ibn Abi Talib. It wasn't nuzul ala Ali ibn Abi Talib. However, later on in his life, it got connected to him, this ayah. So subhanallah, although not all of the ayat came down to Ali ibn Abi Talib, but however, afterwards, during his lifetime, some of it connected. During some of the stuff that happened.
Okay, that's
this is something really to ponder on during the nights of Qadr, when, for example, you're in the masjid doing a'mal, Surah Al-Rum, Surah Al-Dukhan. Surah Al-Rum has a lot of ayat in terms of that.
So that was Surah Al-Dukhan.
This is Surah Al-Dukhan. However, one of the main a'mal, or one of the most favorite a'mal, during salah and outside of salah, in Layla Qadr, what is it? You probably know this, Mulla.
Ziyara min Allah.
No, within the salah.
Within the salah?
Within the salah. Reciting Surah Al-Qadr ba'd. Surah Al-Qadr.
Yeah,
Surah Al-Qadr.
Yeah.
Surah Al-Qadr is much liked to be recited within the 2 prayers that you do between after salah of the Ziyara, during the actual Salat al-Maghrib and Salat al-Fajr, Salamun hiya hatta matla' al-Fajr, trying to repeat as many times. This book, I was surprised because there's a lot of tafsir about Laylatul Qadr in terms of how it's linked to Amir al-Mu'mineen, and how Laylatul Qadr is actually about, could be Fatima al-Zahra salamullahi alayha. There's a lot of connections from different people, how it talks about Fatima al-Zahra salamullahi alayha. However, in this book, it shows that Surah Al-Qadr وفيها آية واحدة تحكي عن أمير المؤمنين. It says the ayah that...
So in Surah Al-Qadr,
one ayah speaks about Amir al-Mu'minin, or a story about Amir al-Mu'minin that's linked to this ayah.
Okay.
And it's genuinely, this one really shocked me. I'm not really sure, maybe you've heard this, I'm not really sure.
Okay.
But for me, it genuinely shocked me, and when I did the maths for it, it came very specifically very close.
Okay.
Surah Al-Qadr وفيها آية واحدة, the ayah that relates to it, ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر. You can translate that. ليلة القدر خير من
The
ألف
night
شهر.
of Qadr is better than 1,000
months. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر. After a long musnad of the actual thing, and most of these, by the way, are from Sunni books. These stories from different sects, in terms of the four madahib, in terms of the musnad and the hadith, is mostly from them. It gives you reference to other Shia books as well, but it's mostly from other sects of school or other school of thoughts. So after a long musnad,
musnad being the chain of narration.
The chain of narration. It says that someone by the name of Sufyan bin Abi Layla al-Hindi دخل على الإمام الحسن سلام الله عليه وقال أجلس يرحمكم الله. The person came, this Sufyan ibn Layla al-Hindi, he came and Imam Hassan said, sit down. إن رسول الله رفع له ملك بني أمية فنظر إليهم يعلون منبره واحدا. Allah has put into place this whole world, and he can see who goes up in terms of mulk, in terms of people taking control of what's going on in the world, one by one. He knows what goes on. Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he knows everything what goes on. فشق ذلك عليه فانزل تعالى في ذلك قرآنا. In terms of all from Adam till now, he knows everything what's happened in terms of the people, in terms of every little thing, including what happens in terms of the rulers and what happens within the rulers. وسمعت أبي علي رحمة الله عليه يقول, this is Imam Hassan speaking, سيلي أمر هذه الأمة رجل واسع البلعوم كبير البطن فسألت من هو فقال معاوية.
Okay.
So someone, Imam Hassan says, who will take control of this ummah? For example, after me, after you, this specifically doesn't say. He says someone who will take the control of this ummah or this area that we live in. رجل واسع البلعوم. I don't know how do you translate that.
A very wide throat.
A very wide throat. وكبير البطن.
And a big stomach.
Big stomach. Muawiyah was very famous for being a lot of eating, a lot of talking, a lot of, this kind of stuff. فسألت من هو فقال معاوية وقال لي إن القرآن نطق بملك بني أمية ومدتهم وقال لي إن القرآن نطق بملك بني أمية ومدتهم. Imam Ali says to Imam Hassan, the Quran has told me about the reign of Bani Umayyah and how long they will last for. فقال تعالى ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر.
Okay.
Laylatul Qadr, in terms of most Shia tafasir, what do we believe as Laylatul Qadr? Either two people. Either Fatima al-Zahra salamullah alayha or Amir al-Mu'minin.
Right.
In terms of, because the link between istishhad, I think we'll get on to that very soon. In terms of the istishhad of Amir al-Mu'minin being Laylatul Qadr, or, in terms of the proximity of this, Laylatul Qadr khayru min alfi shahr. So the father, or the son, of Sufyan bin Abi Layla al-Hindi comments afterwards. أقول إنما ذكرنا ذلك الفضائل من القرآن قريبا تدل بن المرأة. Okay. What he says is that ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر. ليلة القدر is one night.
Okay.
من ألف شهر is 1,000 months. He says that exactly what he means, Amir al-Mu'mineen, that I know how long they will last for Bani Umayyah. Exactly ألف شهر is around just under 80 years.
Okay.
And that's how long Bani Umayyah lasted for.
Ajib. So Laylatul Qadr being Imam Ali.
خير من ألف شهر.
The ألف شهر of the
80
Umayyah.
nights of Bani Umayyah. That's one night of Amir al-Mu'mineen salamullah is much more powerful, much more valuable than the Alif Shahr of Bani Umayyah. And that's how long Bani Umayyah lasted for. Alfi Shahr, or just under 8 decades.
That is fascinating.
It's very specific.
We're going to include more of these hopefully
inshallah,
in the next couple of
very
segments.
soon.
But that was the only two that we prepared for today,
right?
For
today, just prepared these.
All right, fantastic. Because don't go anywhere, brothers and sisters, because here is what is coming up after the break. To link Imam Ali alayhi salam and the Nights of Qadr, Zakira Shairoz Jafar Dala joins us online all the way from Toronto to discuss the Nights of Power and Imam Ali alayhi salam. Don't go anywhere.
These orphans need your help and require your assistance. Don't let any of these orphans go hungry this Ramadan. Please donate.
Don't let this be the end. Keep the hope alive.
Anything you spend, He will replace it. He is the best of providers.
Welcome back, dear viewers of Imam Hussein TV3. You're watching Morning Baraka Suhoor special in what is a makeshift set for us. We are indoors. Usually we're outdoors in the conservatory, but the weather here in London did not help at all. It's been raining for the last couple of hours, and the rain on top of a conservatory with a canopy means that it's absolutely deafening outside. So you wouldn't be able to hear us. We can't even hear each other speak, let alone you guys hearing us. So we're in this makeshift set. Now behind me, quite interestingly, the household that we are currently in, they've done a Ramadan set. Now this is some brothers and sisters who are enjoying a meal during Ramadan in what looks like a masjid, Sayyid Yunus?
I believe so. It says Ramadan. Yeah, it looks like a masjid, yeah.
Looks like a masjid, and there's some I like this one. There's two kids playing, and then there's two more kids playing as well. But then here behind the trees, in front of the, I don't know if I want to remove the trees. I don't want to play with the set. But you have a small, you have a woman with a child in her hand, and in front of them, by the way, I don't want to grab it, but
there's a lot of food on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of food on the set, which is quite. Oh, they've even got a stove and a fire going as well.
Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that.
That is pretty sick.
I thought that was a teapot, to be honest.
Yeah, it could be chai.
Yeah, it could be chai, to be honest.
It could be chai. I don't know.
It can be seen.
But yeah, that's our makeshift set. And anyway, linking Imam Ali alayhi salam, who we just talked about. If you're just joining us, by the way, Sayyid Yunus went through an absolutely fantastic insight into Aliyun fil Quran from
I definitely recommend this book to anyone who can read
Ayatollah Sadiq Shirazi, who has a huge book of loads of different verses attributed to Amir al-Mu'mineen, with the verse at the top, the musnad, meaning the hadith of what he's going to speak about, the chain of narrators, and the actual hadith that links to Imam Ali alayhi salam, with some references as well. Absolutely amazing. We're going to have more of these segments inshallah later on. Now, we know from Surah Al-Qadr that the very first verse speaks about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealing His words and saying, surely we sent it down on the night of Qadr. And during these nights, we also know that Imam Ali alayhi salam returns to his Lord, saying, surely I have attained victory by the Lord of the Kaaba.
We also know that the commander of the faithful, Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib, is the walking, talking Quran. So in a way, as one Quran ascends, another Quran descends to his Lord.
Yeah. Now these nights are very significant for many reasons, and so we are delighted to be joined by researcher, author and Islamic lecturer Zakira Shairoz Jafar Dala, all the way from Toronto, joining us to speak about this particular subject. Assalamu alaikum, Zakira Shairoz.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and such a pleasure to be with you both today.
Okay, I'm just having... I don't know if it's your audio or my audio. I'm not entirely sure, but I can't particularly hear you. However, I'm just going to get the technicians. Okay, I think I can hear you now. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
That's better. Much better. I can hear you.
Yes. Better. Still an echo.
Yeah, we'll try and get the echo to be removed. On our side, we don't hear an echo, but I'm not sure if you can still hear an echo.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect, okay, fantastic. Perfect. How are you, Zakira Shairoz? Hope all is well.
Alhamdulillah. Very happy to be on Imam Hussein TV. And Thank you for putting this topic. It really helps us prepare all of us in that mode where thinking about this highest point that we're getting to.
Yes. Look, you've mentioned it already, but can you please give us a brief insight into why the nights of Qadr are so powerful and meaningful?
Yes, absolutely. This is a good way. I wonder if it's okay. Let's. I'm gonna try to. Is it?
I'm not sure. Give us 1 second to see if we can sort it out from our side. There's an echo?
I
guys?
guess I have to, so we know.
It's okay, but for viewers it's okay.
It's only when I talk.
Yeah, it's only when you talk, unfortunately.
For us,
But from our side, it's fine.
like for the viewers it's fine.
What if I put it on mute on my side? Let me try that.
No one hearing
Okay, but you need a question.
Yeah.
If we echoing.
Say for the viewers it's fine.
For the viewers, it's okay, Zakara.
There's no echo for
There's no echo on our side.
I tried. Oh no.
So you can't hear me now at all?
No, I can hear you. Muted on my laptop. Hear you from my phone. We could try it.
Oh, so you're on a laptop.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I usually am.
maybe if you mute the phone.
Phone is mute. Because I'm usually with on.
Okay. So, I mean, is it the echo just on your side?
Okay. I'm going to wait for my laptop, and then I'll this. Okay. So, all right. Because this is what.
So what if we get you off the video and just on the phone?
Oh.
Although I don't want
Okay.
For the viewers it's fine. If she talks.
All right. So it's your side?
Our side is absolutely
It's
perfect.
all good, yeah.
Okay. So what I do is put the volume down so that echo too. Right? And then when it comes to hopefully I can hear you. Say something.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, so when you speak, I'll have to. If you ask me a question, I'll turn up my side here. Otherwise, my own echo. I think we're good now.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's working now. It's all
Are we good now?
Yeah, I can hear you still. Can you hear us?
Oh, Alhamdulillah. Okay, something happened. Alhamdulillah. Yes, so we are talking about Laylatul Qadr, and thank you so much for doing this because it really helps us all get into that mood. And you've been asking about this special night, and I wanted to bring this up so that our viewers can understand and see it from another angle, inshallah. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Holy Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wabtaghu إليه الوسيلة وجاهدوا في سبيله لعلكم تفلحون. And that is that, O believers, be mindful of Allah and seek what brings you closer to Him and struggle in His way so that you may be successful. And this is an ayah that is. Am I still with you?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay. And this is an ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually talks about intercession. It's an ayah that we, the lovers of the Ahlul Bayt al-Islam often use to explain why we use the Ahlul Bayt al-Islam to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And basically Allah is telling us to look for different ways to connect to Him. Whatever brings you closer to Him. And then He commands in His way so that we are successful. So, this holy month is about seeking an intercession, and the holy month is actually a wasila. It's an intercession for us, which brings us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the acts that we're doing help us inshallah to be successful. And of course the ayah about fasting is about also doing this so that there is taqwa, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to fast so that we gain taqwa. So there is all this connection of attaining piety so that we can get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that famous hadith of when Nabi Musa alayhi salam talked to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he was looking for this wasila, something. He was saying, Ya Allah, how can I be close to you? And what does Allah reply? Proximity to me is for him who stays awake on Laylatul Qadr. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives him this formula, this wasila, that if you want to get close to me, stay awake on this particular night, which I have elevated above all nights. And the Holy Prophet said, just like Friday is elevated in the days of the week, the holy month of Ramadan is elevated in all of the months, and then the Laylatul Qadr night is elevated in all of those nights of Maha Ramadan. And then Nabi Musa also asks, Oh God, I'm in need of your mercy. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, mercy is for him who shows mercy to the poor on Laylatul Qadr. So again, go back to this particular night and get close to me by talking to me at this night, and then also doing sadaqah. Oh my God, I'm in need of the passport to cross the bridge. So now Nabi Musa is asking for something for the year after. And again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replies, that is for him who gives alms on Laylatul Qadr. And then he asks, oh my God, I'm in need of the trees of paradise and their fruits. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replies, that is for him who seeks forgiveness on Laylatul Qadr. And then the last question, oh my God, I seek deliverance from the fire. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replies, that is for him who remembers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Laylatul Qadr. And actually then he also asks that my God, I seek your good pleasure. And Allah replies, that's for him who recites 2 rakah prayer on Laylatul Qadr. So this is that wasila. Whatever we do on this particular night is inshallah going to bring us closer and closer, and inshallah maybe we all be successful in getting to that point.
Inshallah. I mean, you really wonderfully put it on how to actually get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during these holy nights. However, beforehand, although this is very last minute to be honest, in terms of we've only got nearly 2 nights till we reach Laylatul Qadr, how can we best prepare for these nights, do you think?
It's so important to first of all start thinking about it. So this question of how can we prepare is beautiful. A lot of us, we suddenly find ourselves there. We're like, how did this happen? How did these days go by so fast? So absolutely, the first way to get prepared is to even think about preparing. And the Imam also the scholars have told us that this particular night, organize it so that you first of all can stay awake. So a preparation is a physical preparation as well. Let's not stay awake on the other nights, and then this particular night, I'm too tired, it'll now require worship, so I'm just going to fall asleep. This happens, and Shaitan is going to definitely try to do this for us, to us. So we've got 3 things we're supposed to divide this night. That one night is for gaining knowledge. A lot of us, we do focus on the worship, but we don't spend time on the reflection that is actually recommended for that night. So this means doing the tadabbur, this means reading from the Nahjul Balagha, or reading the Fasir, etc. Another night is then for meditation. And that's when you're having a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is a conversation not only in our own language, but in the language that He loves. It's saying Holy Quran, reciting the Salah, etc. All the different du'as that have been recommended. And then the third part is also Salatul Layl, and to connect with our nawafil. So we cannot just do one thing. We have to do it all. How do we prepare? We do have to ask ourselves, what's lacking? Where am I? What do I want to do? Where do I wish to go? How will I get there? We need to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tell Him our insecurities, our fears, our aspirations, ask for inspiration, and very important, another way to get prepared for this holy night is definitely to have started doing this kind of work earlier on in this holy month. That we are already in this habit of doing worship. We do go home after the mosque, if we do go to the mosque. Some of us don't even do that. And then we kind of watch TV and we just eat. And so we lose the night. The night is the most precious part of this holy month. And Laylatul Qadr is about becoming very mindful of the purpose of our existence of this night, of this holy month. It means reciting du'as from Sayyida Sajjadiyah, which really like this dua in Karam al-Akhlaq, for example, which are about changing our whole attitude, our whole mindset. Remaining awake, just remaining awake. There are so many hadith about the fact that if you're just awake, get dua as well. Which means that you're at least aware that this is a very special night. And you're supposed to actually even sleep inside the mosque if you can. There is hadith about that. Acts of meditation, acts of chanting, acts of ritual prayers, even physical acts such as charity, and doing dua Hamza Mali, the munajat of Imam Ali alayhi salam, giving sadaqah, and also another way to really prepare is also dua Josh Kabir, reciting through 3 surahs, also studying some fiqh rules, and we forget this part. Being very connected to the Imam of our time. We definitely, inshallah, will remember Imam Ali alayhi salam, but also let's not forget the Imam also of the time, who is actually being sent all our deeds of the year, because Imam absolutely have told us that our decree, and so does the Quran, that our decree is set on this night through the wasila of Imam Zaman, Ajalullah Ta'ala Sharif. So it's a night to also talk to Imam and to ensure that whatever we do, we're doing it for his pleasure as well. The Imam is watching, and Imam accepts this from us.
There is a lot of recommended acts that you've mentioned, and inshallah we're going to take that on board, especially for the dear viewers as well, to take on board, to prepare themselves for Laylatul Qadr. Now, interestingly, Zakir Shairoz, that this year we have a bit of an interesting coincidence. Maybe it's significant, maybe not, maybe you can shed light on this, but the occasion of Easter, and I also believe Passover, so maybe Good Friday and Easter Sunday, is in and around the nights of Qadr. Is this a mere coincidence? Is there a link? What's the significance of the two?
Definitely there is a significance, and this happened, I believe, last year as well, when we were finding ourselves in these holy days, and there is a coming together of all monotheistic religions, but especially the significance of Nabi Isa alayhi salam, because remember, he is going to be, inshallah, returning with our Imam Zaman Ajalullah Ta'ala Sharif, and they are both, but this is also very interesting. That the connection with Imam Zaman there, but this date of it being the same as Mulla Ali's date of Shahadat, as well as the date when Nabi Isa was called up to the heavens. This is not a coincidence, and those of us who have been reading the literature are really amazed that this is actually happening, because in Hayatul Qulub, Sheikh Majlisi talks about some very authentic hadith, and Imam Hussein alayhi salam said that Nabi Isa alayhi salam actually, literally went up to the heavens on the 21st night of the holy month of Ramadan.
Okay.
So this connection of Imam Ali alayhi salam and Nabi Isa alayhi salam is not a coincidence. In fact, this is all taking us towards the final coming, inshallah, of Imam Zaman Ajalullah Ta'ala Sharif. And we see the state of the world. We really do need to be praying, and we really do need to get our act together. Always saying, he'll come, but he can't be coming now. He is. Because look at all the things. In fact, also the solar eclipse that's happening at the end of just right before the moon of Eid. Alhamdulillah, it didn't eclipse our Eid moon, but look at that. Like this is something to think about. All the signs are coming together. And the fifth Imam Muhammad Baqir was also talked about this particular date of Nabi Isa alayhi salam and Imam Ali alayhi salam being the same, the 21st. And he said that when Nabi Isa was sent up to the heavens, there were 9,313 angels with him. So the 313 number is there. And this is the night when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the angels descending on the earth. So there's going to be a lot of angels and a lot of activity up in the skies. And also, one other thing that I must mention, the similarity between Nabi Isa alayhi salam and Imam Ali alayhi salam and their nights coming together. The Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam has also talked about this, and he actually said to Imam Ali that, Ya Ali, you are similar to Isa, son of Maryam, because a lot of people who have indulged in extremism. This relates to Imam Ali and Nabi Isa alayhi salam said they began to call him Allah and Allah's son. And there are people who have also raised you to that level where they have considered you like God. And some who have hated Nabi Isa alayhi salam to the point where they crucified him according to what people see with their eyes. We know that Imam Isa was taken up to the heavens. But Imam Ali alayhi salam was the same, that they will also martyr you. So Imam Ali says that there's a group that considered him a slave, and you also a slave of Allah. Those will be the ones who will remain in religion. But one group will call you God, and another will call you kafir, and this is exactly what had happened to Nabi Isa alayhi salam as well.
Zakira Shairos, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. You've given us some really fantastic and meaningful insight into the night of Qadr and the Shahada of Imam Ali alayhi salam and his link with Nabi Isa, and even also Easter as well. Thank you so much, and I know that we had to give you, you went through a bit of trouble just to get onto this live show, so we're very, very grateful. Thank you very much for your time.
It's a pleasure to be here. And Brother Ali, actually, I was literally thinking about this yesterday. I was like, why haven't I heard from Imam Hussein TV? I do love fundraisers with them. And I haven't been on, and I literally was saying, when is Ali Fadhil going to call me? And subhanAllah, this is a month where the du'as come true. Because next thing you know, I'm in the masjid and I'm getting a text saying, can you be on tonight? And here I am. Alhamdulillah, we're here to Allah.
Inshallah, our paths will cross physically and we get to see you in good health. And the angels, let them descend upon you and your family and blessing you all the time.
And for you all and all our viewers as well, thanks to Imam Hussein TV and a channel that's close to our hearts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also make this channel successful and all of you.
Ahsantum. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much.
Now lastly, we usually end the program with a specific dua from Dua al-Sabah. However, throughout this series, we want to end with a specific dua of the day of Ramadan. Today, as we've entered into the 17th day, the dua as follows, Mulla.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma ihdini fihi li salih al-a'mal. واقض لي فيه الحوائج والآمال يا من لا يحتاج إلى التفسير والسؤال يا عالما بما في صدور العالمين صل على محمد وآل الطاهرين. Lord, grant me in it guidance to do good deeds. Allot for me in it the fulfillment of needs and aspirations. O one who needs no explanation or queries, the one who knows the innermost of the worlds, bless Muhammad and his progeny. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
We leave you with dua waqaf al-sa'ilun. The beseechers have stood at your door, recited by Hajj Amr al-Kadhimi. Wassalamu alaikum
jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد إلهي وقف السائلون ببابك ولاذ الفقراء بجنابك إلهي وقف السائلون ببابك ولاذ الفقراء بجنابك ووقفت سفينة المساكين على ساحل بحر جودك وكرمك يرجون الجواز إلى ساحة رحمتك ونعمتك إلهي إن كنت لا ترحم في هذا الشهر الشريف إلا من أخلص لك في صيامه وقيامه فمن للمذنب المقصر إذا غرق في بحر ذنوبه وآثامه إلهي إن كنت لا ترحم إلا المطيعين فمن للعاصين وإن كنت لا تقبل إلا من العاملين فمن للمقصرين إلهي ربح الصائمون
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رمضان الذي شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات